What's up, YouTube? Just gonna make this quick. Um, Someone asked me, I believe his name is Jared, asked me to look into a story that happened, a tragedy that happened in Memphis. It's a young lady, Brittany Allgood, who died. She was stabbed in the head during a altercation with another young lady. I did look at it today. Before I speak on it, though, I didn't really find much about that story. And from what I've seen, it's kind of confusing to me. So just give me a day or two more, and we could do a nighttime. He named these night videos the Nighttime Chronicles. What I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Junior case. I've have seen it, and someone private messaged me that Genesis Junior's sister had did a video with Telemundo, and she didn't name which one, but one of the Trinitarios gang members were at a house. I'm not sure if it was a house party, and she didn't get to talk to him much, but he knew that Junior was her brother. But she's not saying which one, so it's unclear. Maybe she possibly could testify in the trial. A lot of people have been asking, where's Sosa? Michael Ray Sosa, where is he? Pretty much my sum of that is, and a lot of us have said the same thing, is that he is cooperating with police and that he is snitching on everybody. My husband seems to think that's how they knew to go to Patterson, New Jersey, to find the ones who fled. Um, and pretty much he's probably the one who told them that they gathered at the gang leader's house, and the plan was to go out and find rivals. Um, a lot of people are still hung up on the sex tape. I mean, some don't agree with that. A lot of people, including myself, seem to think that there's something fishy about the kid Jason. And I just can't. I think for me, the reason why I find him suspicious is okay, Leandra fed him. She said she gave him $5 or $10 here or there. Um, why 9 o'clock at night? Why 9:30 at night? I mean, usually if somebody doesn't have food, and it's not even like he was starving and that was the last resort. She has fed you before, so why would you? You know, you go through the list of people, you need something, and you go and you ask this one, you ask that one, and then you just finally ask that last person, hoping they say yes. Um, Somebody who's hungry, why would they wait at 9:30 at night? You know, especially people have to go to, work. You know, the area is dangerous. Just something doesn't seem right. It could be innocent, but something just doesn't seem right. And I could be wrong, but didn't Jason say he was going to take the $5 downstairs? Um, I mean, didn't Junior say he was going to go take it downstairs? It's like he came to the apartment building and you just run downstairs real quick. How did he end up, like 3, 4 blocks away behind the hospital? I really don't know. And if Jason was really on the up and up and just was a hungry, young person, Junior told him he was going to meet somebody else. So I don't know. It's just so many, so many, so many unanswered questions. And just people just want answers. And when you don't have answers, I'll give you a perfect example for those of you who didn't like the video last night that I shared with you guys and the conspiracy theories. When people don't get answers, or people feel like someone is lying to them and not telling them the truth, what do? They formulate their own opinions and theories and stories, and You know what I mean? And that's what I think is happening with this case. And unfortunately, if you look, there are so many fake pages. There are so many different pages. You really don't know who's who. Um, you really don't know. So when left with all these unanswered questions, people come up with their own theories. And again, if you want to say, well, if you believe that they're still doing an ongoing investigation, and if you have faith in the justice system, then it makes sense. They can't tell us everything. Okay, I understand that 100%. I understand that wholly. That comes out at the trial. But I just feel the only reason why this story is getting this much attention, because there have been a lot of murders. I could count in the state of New York. I don't know where some of you live, but in the state of New York, since Junior's death, there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well over 10 that I could tell you that you just see a snippet on the news and you really don't hear about it again. And Junior's case would have been that case, but it just was so high profile. And the police are saying, I heard the commissioner say that they released the videos to the public because they were on the hunt for these killers. But a lot of people put out things that they seen on social media. The police didn't put out the video of him bleeding on the bench at the hospital. So, and I'm sure the video of him being attacked from the people that were upstairs above the bodega, that would have been released. So I don't think they probably had a choice to release the surveillance tapes of what happened inside the bodega. I think Michael Ray Sosa is going to get, I'm not going to say that he has immunity. I hope they didn't give him immunity, because even though he just walked in the bodega and he alerted them and said cameras, you know what I mean? So maybe, I hope that they don't give him a lighter sentence. I really don't, but you just never know. But I'm sure he copped a deal. I'm 100% sure that he copped a deal. Another thing that came, if you guys follow Pix 11 News on YouTube, I got a notification, and apparently on Saturday there were 8 Trinitaris gang members in Rikers Island. No, in a Bronx jail, I'm sorry. They destroyed this room. It looked like a computer lab room. They destroyed it, broke everything. They almost attacked a female guard, and she had to pepper spray them. They tried to flood the room, and they were mad because one of their friends were going to be transferred to Rikers. And it's just amazing to me that all of a sudden we hear about this gang. Personally, maybe if you lived in the Bronx or you lived in the city, you heard about them. But I just feel that, like I told you guys before, they knew about this gang. They know about gang activity. And it just seems like they don't care, because their kids don't have to live in these communities that are gang ridden. And their kids don't have to worry. And they're not worried about their kids being attacked or their wives being attacked. Or I seen where an elderly man was attacked, beat in the head. So they don't live in these areas, so they don't care. So it's just now all of a sudden, now you want to talk about gangs. I don't know if there's a local election coming up or what, but it's just still a lot of unanswered questions about this case, and we're just gonna have to see what happens. I was on IG last night, and Manny Ortiz, the law, which is Junior's older brother, he was live, but he was speaking in Spanish. I really didn't understand anything that he said. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I'm watching just like you guys. I'm watching just like you. What are we? It's the end of July. We got August, September, and almost to the end of October to find out what's going to happen. Me personally, I mean, if you look into that Black Ops guy that was on the 4-man panel, I shared a video with you guys. He's the one who had information about Jose Muniz. He's saying that it was up to 15 guys. I think 15 or 16. And all we know of is 12. So we really don't know from day to day what's going to happen. Again, for those of you who, if you didn't see my AM vent this morning, I don't necessarily believe in the conspiracy theory in regards to Junior, but I don't put anything past the government, to be honest with you. And I feel people are coming up with their own conclusions of what happened to this young man, because it's just so many different stories, so many different versions out there. And I think people just want to know the truth. Because if you have a child, or if you're a mother, or if you're a father, that could have been your child. So on Sofrito and Lipstick, she had a great video about the bodega. It's not going to be opening up again. And I have heard this before, and I have told you guys, when they were talking about the Justice for Junior, when they were talking about the 18 million or 19 million dollars that they're going to be, that the governor released for gang funding, they were talking about making that a community center in his honor. And she had said in the video that the stuffed animals that were at the memorial, they are going to be on display there. So, I mean, I think that's a good thing. Like I told you guys before, you know, more cops on the patrol, the after school programs, the summer camps, anything to deter a young person from joining a gang is great. I just hope that the money makes it to the community. And I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but that's all you can do is hope that they do the right thing with the money. Because listen, money is the root of all evil, okay? So I'm tired, guys. It's just a lot of unanswered questions. And I don't take away from Leandra. I always speak highly of her. I don't speak enough about his father, because he lost a son as well. I think she looks horrible. And as she should. I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, I don't know how it would look if I lost a child. I don't even want to think about it. But I don't know. I just think people are just formulating their own opinions. That's it. Because we just don't know what happened to him. It's just too many unanswered questions. And I know they don't have to tell us everything, but damn, I mean, they told us, a few different stories, so, but I think they're rolling with, they were looking for rival gang members. And I think that's what's going to come out. But I wonder now, is Genesis going to testify, and identify, because maybe they're afraid for her life, because I have read somewhere, and I have to figure out where, that Leandra was threatened. Something was left on her door that she should stop talking about the gang. So, who knows? Maybe Genesis will testify, being that she could say that, hey, I seen him at so-and-so's house, and he knew that was my brother. If they're rolling with, they thought Junior was somebody else. Regardless of whatever reason that they may have, whether it was the sex tape or they thought he was Sunset, that does not give them a right to take someone's life. So regardless, it doesn't matter. I just think we would like to know. And that's about it, guys. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Thank you for the support. I'm about to take this face off and I am going to sleep. So good night, everybody.